What's up, y'all? If you don't know by now, it's Rome B, aka Great Barbino, aka Scotty Trippin. I'm joined here with my co-host, Teej.
What up?
You tuned in once again to the slow burn. Let's go.
We smoke that dank, 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 dank. You smoke that just okay, okay, okay.
Top of the morning there, Teej. How you doing, bro?
Shit, I'm good.
You good?
All right. Yeah, I'm woke now.
You awake now. Everybody, I hope y'all good out there. It's another hot ass day out here in California. It's nothing like, having to prep the room with having the AC on, and as soon as you get rolling, having to turn it off, and then count down the time until you melt. So this is gonna be fun today.
I know, right? I
You
broke
good,
a
bro?
sweat just walking across the street.
Bro, not a cloud in the sky.
And this is what y'all asked for, man. I liked it when it was cloudy. I ain't gonna lie. It was all moody and cloudy every day, and folks was complaining. And now it's just hot as hell.
Nah, bro. Well, that's because it was cold. So it was cold for January to March, and then it warmed up, but then it was gray. So it was like, fuck, bro. Come on, can't have everything.
Bring it back.
Facts. But shit, bro, what you smoking on, man? What you got?
Shit, I don't even know. This your
Oh,
shit today.
actually, yeah. I just rolled that up. This is bro. So I realized, real moment. I realize whenever we do these podcasts, I'm like smoking a lot, bro. I'll be smoking my whole pack up. I'm like, damn, bro. I mean, I'll be like, damn, I'll be having no weed. And I'll be like, oh, you wonder why? It's because you have to smoke out for the show and shit. So I'm like, all right. So today I went to the dispensary. I went to Pack LA. Shout out to them again.
All right.
And I just grabbed some shit like, I think it's called Patron OG. So I just got some Patron OG. It was like $30 for a quarter.
Ain't bad.
Yeah, so cop that
30
shit.
for the quarter?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like 35 out the door.
Hey, that's all right.
Yeah, so
You pay that much for an eighth a lot of places.
exactly, bro. I mean, it's levels to the shit. But now you can get good shit that's gonna smoke. You can just tell the difference when the shit costs 50. Like it's like, oh, it's just $50 an eighth. You be like, $50 an eighth?
That's true.
It's like, oh yeah. Like that $20 eighth shit gonna smoke still. But that $50 eighth shit gonna put you in your ass.
Gonna hit different.
It's gonna hit way different. That's probably what they call rapper weed. You know what I mean? The shit that knock you out. But anyway, I'm happy to get the show started. Episode 3, season 2.
Season 2.
Yeah, dose. So I got a question for you, man.
What up?
Tell me about some of the coolest places you've smoked weed.
Coolest places I smoke weed.
Mm-hmm.
I did randomly smoke with, I don't know if I can say his name, but he had just won a championship with the Warriors, and we burned it down at his hotel.
Oh shit.
I was shooting his book cover. I don't even know if the book cover came out actually, but I was shooting the book cover, and just randomly after the interview and the photo shoot, he burned it down with me.
Damn, Jordan Poole?
Nah, this was back when KD still played with him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was making a joke. That's I was like, oh, that's why it didn't come out. That's why the cover didn't come out. But that makes sense. But no, okay, that's dope.
Yeah, but it was cool. And it was just me and him. I randomly got put on to the photo shoot to shoot his book cover. And he's like, damn, man, I need to go to a dispensary out here. And I just happened to have some bud on me. But, it's kind of embarrassing because it wasn't the best bud at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But, I was just smoking it on the way to the shoot. But he smoked it with me, and we talked about him winning the championship.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was cool.
That's dope. So that was the coolest weed smoking. I guess a cool weed smoking experience, but the setting. I guess.
The actual setting, I don't have nothing special, bro. I just pulling up at folks' house and the fucking park. It just weird abandoned places.
Weird abandoned places. That's a highlight, actually.
Oh, well, hell, I smoked at Caraway Hospital back home. It's this huge abandoned hospital. For whatever reason, it take up so much space for it to be abandoned. But yeah, we walked through it. It kind of feel creepy too, because you know people done passed away, like hundreds of people done died in it. But yeah, we walked around.
They're still there.
They still there. Like you feel the hairs on your arm raised when
Right.
you walk in.
They blowing on your back of your neck, like get the fuck up.
Yeah, but I had to scope it for a music video, and yeah, we smoked I smoked in an abandoned hospital.
Nice,
Yeah,
man. One of the, I guess one. Okay, I guess I got a couple different ones, but I guess the coolest place that comes to mind. So me and my homies, this was when I was in college. We took a road trip to see Mount Rushmore. I think Mount Rushmore is like in Wyoming,
damn.
right? Some white shit, bro. But it was fun. And yeah, I was in nature, and it was this. We hiked at some little spot. It was quiet as fuck, like quiet, bro. I'm talking like so quiet. You feel like the sound is like being ripped from you. Like it's like negative sound. It was weird, bro. It was so fucking quiet, and we just sparked up and like smoked in like this like random secluded area in like Wyoming. So it was like mad rocks and mountains and shit, like crazy overlook.
So you actually saw Mount Rushmore?
Yeah. Wait,
Okay.
that's the four presidents, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's
Hey,
exactly
that's the
what I
first
saw.
thing about in my head. But
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that is Mount Rushmore. Yeah, saw that shit, which is very underwhelming. Like, it ain't that.
I was going
big.
to like, dude, like, does it look as detailed as it looked on the pictures? Like all the pictures we seen growing up.
It's pretty detailed. It's not that big. It's like, it's decently small. I mean, big is like relative because obviously it's on a mountain, but they be zooming in on a picture and making it seem like it's like huge.
Gotcha.
But when you really see it, it's like maybe like if this is the big mountain. It's like this is the little portion of it is carved into faces. You know,
I always thought it was like massive, like as tall as the Statue of Liberty, or like just their face is like super huge. Like you can see it from like how we see the Hollywood sign. Like I would assume it's way bigger than the Hollywood sign.
okay, so it's bigger than the Hollywood sign, but the hill or the mountain that the Hollywood sign sits on is much smaller than the mountain that Mount Rushmore sits on.
Bet.
So in comparison, it seems like it's much smaller, but it is pretty like visible and big.
Yeah, I probably won't ever see that in person.
You know, but what's crazy is that you kind of have to drive to a place to see it. You can't just like see it because there's so many mountains. So you drive up a big ass mountain. If I remember, you drive up a big ass mountain just to get there. And then you park in the parking lot and walk. And then eventually as you walk and you learn all the history or whatever and shit, you get to this big open like place. And then there's like the railing or big ass like concrete railing that you can't go past. And then you're looking and you see there's Mount Rushmore. You're like, oh, you come out and they present it to you. Like,
You took some pictures of it.
I think, yeah. I was on my hipster shit. We was taking like Polaroid pictures, so I don't know where those pictures are, to be honest. I'm sure they're somewhere in a box somewhere in this house, but you know, memories and shit. But yeah, that's a pretty cool place. I got to smoke weed and all
dope.
back and forth, hella road trips, smoking hella weed everywhere.
I ain't even had that many road trips.
Every
man.
state.
I need more road trips, more life experiences, man.
We should take a road trip, bro. We should road trip to I don't know, Colorado or some shit.
That's a little far. We need to go to goddamn
That's
Vegas.
far? Vegas is like 4 hours away.
Exactly, that's a road trip,
That's not a
goddamn.
road trip.
That's
just
a road trip.
That's a commute.
Shit.
4 hours is not a road
I
trip.
get antsy after 4 hours, goddamn.
Road trip is anything. I feel like 5 hours or more is road trip.
Oh.
I mean, 4 hours is
We got the rain
that's a
check
long
on.
time being on the road.
Yeah,
That's
for
a
real.
long time. If I'm thinking about 4 hours in the air, you just cover so much more distance. So like, if you were like a road trip, like 25 hours, like
Oh, hell no.
oh, see, you gotta be a road warrior.
I
bro.
only been on the road that long, just driving my car here from Birmingham.
And how long was that?
It's like 32 hours.
Oh yeah, you don't want to do that again.
Never. I never do that again.
Hours?
And it was like $800 in gas because my car, the gas mileage is terrible. Yeah.
$800 in gas? Did you sleep anywhere?
I took a 2-hour nap. Yeah, the rest stopped because I was rushing back as fast as I could because all those fires was going on at the time.
Here.
Yeah, here.
Okay.
And you know, me being a fucking Bama, I'm like, oh shit, this shit gonna fuck around and get to Hollywood. And my girl, she was up here, so I was like, man, let me come save her ass. At
That's
least see what's
funny.
going on. So, hey, yeah, I pushed
That's a
it the
movie.
whole, huh?
That's a movie.
Yeah, I pushed it the whole time, you know, because they were saying smoke was coming from like Calabasas. You know, you could actually see the smoke in the sky at the time.
So you thought you was gonna beat the fires?
Shit, I was gonna get here, make sure she was straight. Yeah. I lived at
That's a good man.
the previous morning. I got here the next day at night. Yeah,
That's a good man. That's funny. He said you slept in the car for like 2 hours.
like 2 hours at a rest stop just because
then
I
got back to
physically couldn't drive no more at that time.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Did you smoke in every state on the way there?
Yes. I rolled a bunch of blunts and I cut them in half because I wanted to pace myself. And I didn't want
It's
to
like
get
ripping the piece of gum in half.
I cut it with scissors though. And I was like, what I don't want to do is have half a blunt because already lit blunt, like it just stank up the car way more than you already have in a half.
That's true.
So I was like, I'm not gonna have no roaches. I don't want to get fucking pulled over in Mississippi and y'all never see my ass again.
Yep, exactly.
So I was like, shit, I'm gonna cut them in half. When I get to the roach, make sure I throw it out the window, make sure I ain't got no guts in the car. And I smoked the whole way across, shit, damn near the goddamn country.
Nice.
Yeah.
Same with joints.
No. You
Joints, because joints didn't leave. It never used to leave that lingering tobacco smell. Because it would just smell like something was smoked in here. You know, you just clear out the, you going like 80, roll the windows down.
So the joint, like, let's just say you driving with a cracked window, because I ain't rode around with a joint in forever. It don't be like flaking.
Man, not with the weed I smoke. But that's because if you roll with like tops or zigzags, they are flaky papers.
Yeah.
But they not like rice papers, like elements and like raws and shit. They kind of burn like, kind of how like a cigarette does.
I feel that.
Like true ash, depending on your grind. Joint rolling connoisseur over here, but depending on the consistency of the material, if you got a chunky grind, it might be a little more flaky. So if you roll your joints and you just broke them up with your hands, maybe it'll be flaky. But if you grinded it,
And that's literally how I always break down my bud. I never use grinders.
see, okay, this might be. I smoke so much weed that I have different. I got different grinders for different occasions. I got a blunt grinder, which is a big ass clear one that they give you that's like free at most places, because that's a chunky grind, right? And then you can put that in the blunt and it fill out the blunt, right? But then if I want to smoke a joint, I got the fucking ceramic grinder, right?
I see you.
Because it's like a medium grind. It's not too fine. And then I got this other one for the bowls because I kind of like the fine one. The fine grind on the bowl because it kind of burn consistently. When it's a chunky grind in the bowl, you just putting butane all over the fucking shit. You can't even really smoke it.
Facts.
You can't save greens for nobody else. So, hey, and then shit, when you get the fine grind, you can put the keef on there. Just like a little cake. Just layer that shit.
I feel like it milked the bowl a little bit better when it's fine grinded. So I definitely feel you on that for the bones.
Facts, exactly. Man, bro, okay, so let's go back. Let's go back. So and I think this was you. I think this was your question, your topic, actually, about when you first start smoking, how hard it is, or like figuring out how to like get weed and like
how to navigate
like
even trying to sneak and smoke and not smell like smoke. Make sure your eyes not red. Just all that shit. Don't come in the house too hungry. Like going through shit. Cause that's how my mama used to get me. Like, you come in the house all hungry. What's wrong with you?
Damn, that'll get you.
Yeah,
that'll get you.
Little brother be that. I used to smoke with my little brother. Probably shouldn't have. Motherfucker come back in the house, eat like 6 Reese cups. Like, what is wrong with you?
Keep it together. Keep it together.
And a bowl of cereal.
All right, we're back. So, but yeah, like, so you were saying when you first start smoking weed, you're really trying to dodge the the authorities.
Every
You
day.
know, every authority at home, on the street, at least the police and shit. I mean, you from the South, so like, I'm sure, like,
Yeah.
I mean, just between the 90s and up to maybe 2000, I don't know when Colorado, I don't even know, maybe, I don't know when the first state even became medical, but for a while, it was just, you couldn't just, weed was just not the thing, you know what I mean? Like, you were going to jail for weed, you know what I mean? So,
Hell, till right before I moved out here, you still go to jail for weed.
I mean, in most places, yeah, it's still like that. I'm just saying, right now, a lot of the countries adapting new laws that are allowing people to like smoke recreationally in places that used to vilify, like New York and shit. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So I'm just thinking, like, you had to be so strategic on making sure you ain't get caught with shit. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And that's not even if he was dealing. That's just if he was just trying to smoke that shit.
Recreational.
Exactly. And I feel like for me, first, okay, bro. So I'm a bit younger in terms of my birthday. I think I explained that. And so I actually my first year in college I was 17,
Damn.
right? So my first year in college I was 17, and that meant that I could not buy my own papers. I couldn't buy my own blunt wraps. I couldn't buy a Black and Mild. I couldn't buy nothing. I couldn't. What else can't you do when you're 18? Go to the like bar. Like you could, it's just shit you just couldn't do. I mean, you can't
Yeah.
go that to the bar when you like 21, but you can't even go to like the 18 and up club. You know what I mean? So that was a struggle for me because I had the weed. I definitely had the weed all the time, but I just had to have somebody to like, yo man, can you go like, can you here? I'll give you a couple dollars to go
That's
buy me some
backwards as
papers.
hell.
Yeah, it's kind of like, what, bro? Look, bro, that's just how it was, man.
You used to wait outside the gas station and wait on somebody to look cool to walk up that you could ask.
Excuse me, mister. My birthday's only in a few months, but do you mind buying me? I swear it's for tobacco. I swear it's for tobacco.
I smoked the whole swisher.
I smoke the Swishers. I love Swishers so much. White Owls is my favorite animal. Yeah, that's why I smoke those particular ones. Grape? Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, we like grape. Yes, we do. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Okay. Last week question. Then we'll move on. Last week question.
But
Tell me about the times that you have tapped out. That you couldn't smoke no more. Just couldn't.
I only remember tapping out once, and it was in college. I went to JSU. We were smoking at these dudes' house. It was the first time.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
There you go.
We were smoking at these dudes' house. Dude named Kevin, but basically it was like a smokehouse. My first experience with it, where people just met up and like had big sessions. So they put out the bong for the first time. My first time hitting the bong. And I let that bitch fill up to like the top of the neck. You know, I was like, shit, I've been smoking shit for some years now. Cause at that point I'm like 18. So yeah, I hit it, let it milk all the way up. I hit that hoe, blew it out. Bro, I could not stop coughing.
Nice.
To this day, I've never like that tingle, like, I don't know if you even still get it. Like
It never went away.
It never went away, bro. That little tingle,
Yeah.
it never went away. I was like, bro, I cannot stop coughing. Like, I couldn't stop coughing to the point it was embarrassing. Like I went outside to get some air, but I was the only one out of my partners to hit the bong. Like I was like, shit, I hit that hoe. Like everybody else looking at it like big eyed and shit. I was like, shit, I do it. You know, it's just smoking, bro. They had ice in that hoe and everything.
Now that's some OG shit. Having ice in the.
Yeah. So
You should have been able to handle it. They
Bruh,
cooled the smoke down
bruh,
for
It
you.
was some good bud too. Shit.
Damn. What year is this?
Definitely 2009.
Nice. That's a good time to have a sesh.
Yeah.
That's
Real
a
good time.
Especially for like music, weed music, all that shit.
Yeah, we was bumping Devin the Dude back then.
Oh, nice. I was
Yeah.
listening to him earlier.
Yeah.
I was listening to Boo Boo.
Okay. Yeah, we
It's a
was
classic.
wearing out Devin back then. Good times.
Hell yeah. That's the only time you tapped out, huh?
Yeah, only time I tapped out. Had to get some fresh air, man.
That's crazy. I feel like I've tapped out maybe twice, but the circumstances made sense. Okay, well, it's kind of a similar story to yours. Again, in college, right? But I've only ever like you said, I never had to smoke the bong before, right? So at that point, I have smoked the bong, but just weed. But this time, I don't know who I was fucking with. I don't know who they were, but they had wax. I ain't never heard of wax, and they was calling it something else at this time. They was like, they wasn't calling it dabs. They was like, yo, you want to hit the slab or like something weird. And I was like, what? And they like showed me. So basically, it was like a bong, but it was almost like a flat piece of, it looked like lead. It wasn't lead though. I mean, honestly, it wasn't lead, but it was like dark. I don't know, but it was like flat. And they would like heat it up with the torch, and they like was dropped in. I was like, "What is that?" They was like, "It's wax. It's like 85 to 90% pure THC." I was like, y'all tripping. I'm trying to smoke that shit though, right? Hit that shit, bro. Oh, mind you, yeah, same shit. But they didn't have ice, but it was in a refrigerator. The bong was in the
Oh,
refrigerator,
okay.
bro.
Hell
So when
no.
you hold that shit, it's like, oh, this shit cold. Like, oh man, like you said, milk that shit up. But this is like wax. Hit that shit, man. And this is like, to me, bro, this is the scariest shit ever, bro. Like, I passed out. I didn't pass out right then and there, but I got so high
Damn.
that I got couch locked and I just fell asleep. I passed out and like kept like woken up. I'm like, oh fuck, like just couldn't, bro. I was just like, like this, like, just like fuck. They be like, you good? Like, no, I'm not good, bro. It's like I feel like I just took a dose of opium or some
Hell
shit, bro.
no.
Bro, that shit had me. So I ain't smoked for the rest of the session. We was over there for a good minute. They were smoking.
Damn.
They pulled out the bud, and I was like, hey, I'm good. I was like, yeah,
Yeah, that first bong experience ain't no joke.
nah. See, but it was wax though. That was the shit that really fucked me up. It was
True.
like doing the dab for the first time, but I don't know. This shit wasn't the same shit that you smoke now though. That shit was different. Like that was some homemade dab shit. I don't know what that shit. That shit was nasty. But yeah, I tapped out. It was another time. So on my way here from Michigan, we I drove cross country to move here, and I stopped in Colorado, Denver, and so like got some weed. I was like, yo, I'm trying to like legal smoke. You know what I mean? Got some weed, but so yeah. So basically, you walk into the spot, and it was kind of like a cafe, but it really was like a smoke shop. But it was dope, man. As soon as you walk in, they had people like smoking like a wax hookah. So it was like 4 or 5 people. It was like like an old couple with like, first of all, it was crazy how diverse it was. An old couple, they had the fucking gangsters up in there and shit, bro. They had like the fucking, you know, the thoughts. Like they had everybody up in there, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like it was kind of like a party, and they had like two. Honestly, it was kind of weird because you can just smoke. You can smoke as much as you want. People are passing shit. People passing joints that like this big. Like it was like a crazy like
Oh, that sounds
TV
crazy.
style session. Like it was like, how's this the experience? Like it almost seemed like a joke. But also, as we're smoking, dude is like saying he'll hit the wax. Like I'm hitting the wax. They got like wax wrapped around a joint. Like it was getting crazy, bro. So, and right as we were like about to leave, people came in. They were like, "Oh yeah, they're here to shoot the documentary about some shit." Like it was I don't know, it was a big documentary about weed in Denver and everything, bro, because it just happened. And so we were like, this is as we were leaving, like we're gonna get pizzas for everybody, so we gonna shoot, we're gonna smoke, and like this shit was funny. We were like, bro, this is a fucking dream. Lo and behold, I randomly end up watching this documentary like 2 years later, not even realizing. And there was a person who ended up being in the background of that. I actually ended up meeting him out here randomly and like just saw him watching. It's like, yo, we was like in the same space like within like 10 minutes of each other, but didn't meet
Dang.
each other in real life until like a couple years later, which is like fucking crazy. But
It is.
the next level of how high I was, so we needed to drive back. I'm like, okay, let's drive back. And as I'm trying to leave Denver, I'm so fucking high. It's like the hills, like their highways do like this. It was like merging traffic. And I'm like, fuck, I mean, it's not even nothing compared to LA, but I was just way too high and I wasn't even accustomed to driving like that. But I was so high, I was like, yo, I'm freaking out. I gotta pull over. I'm full over. And I'm like, my face is just like, I feel like I'm going numb. Like, but like, then I realized my face is not going numb. The air conditioning is on and pointed at my face. And I didn't realize it was
Just
on.
cold.
And so I'm just cold. And I'm like, I'm too high. And I'm laughing my ass off because I'm like, yo, I am so fucking stoned that I'm thinking that I'm like getting lightheaded while I'm driving, but I'm really just my face cold. Bro, it's the highest shit ever, man.
Sound like it.
Oh man. So no, I ain't smoke for the rest of that like
Damn.
day or whatever. I was just like, no, let me just get us to the fucking hotel and just
For real. Sheesh.
oh man, that was a good time though. Like when you're on the verge of like that high where you feel like, oh, am I about to die? I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Do you still get high like that?
It's weird. Every time I'm like not here, I get high like that. Like when I go back home and I smoke weed back home, I could be bringing my weed back home. And when I
It just
smoke
smoke
there,
better.
I just for some reason it smoke better. I don't know what it is.
That's crazy.
Like, and I'd be like way too high, like seeing visuals and shit, like tripping and shit. But whenever I'm here, I'm just in my element. Like I feel like I got like a steady high.
That's what I feel like I'm at right now. Like I really don't like peak like I used to.
So now we gotta just start fucking with the wax again. That's what we gotta do.
Yeah. I don't know.
We gotta get a dab rig. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna eventually get a dab rig so we can let Teej hit the dab and see if he can on this show, see if he can reach
Damn, on camera, man. You gonna have me choking now?
I would do it too. I ain't
cool,
had a dab in like
I
some
bet.
years, man.
You know, we'll figure it out.
But shit, hey, that's pretty much our show, y'all. We appreciate y'all coming out. Shit, we had a long one today. This was fun. Hey, y'all tune in next time. Keep smoking. Keep tuning in. Go ahead, like, subscribe, follow,
All that.
leave a review,
Instagram.
shout out to us. You know what I mean? Roll one up, listen to us. We appreciate y'all. All right, now, deuces.